But you know what $1,000 is? A whole lot less than 180,000. Well, the day has come. The day that I have both longed for and dreaded at the same time. Hello, all my YouTube and Facebook friends. Thanks for watching again today. I'm Jim Ellis, the unemployed entrepreneur. I've got kind of a fun yet sad video for you today. But before I get into it, I just want to ask you, would you please consider subscribing? Hit the link below, click that little bell icon so you get a notification every time I put out a video. Before I get into what I'm planning today, let me show you a little bit of what happened yesterday. Here we go. Well, here I am at Toadsuck Harley-Davidson. Yeah, you see it? Yeah, I said Toadsuck. Look that up if you want. So, yep, yesterday I found myself at Toadsuck Harley-Davidson in Conway, Arkansas. Why is it named Toadsuck, you ask? Look up Toadsuck, Arkansas. It'll give you everything you need. So my motorcycle was a 2017 Harley-Davidson 883 Iron Sportster. Nice little bike, a good starter bike. The reason I bought it was that I needed a vehicle at the time. I had been riding motorcycles pretty regularly up until that point, and I had lost my previous motorcycle in an accident the year before. So in 2017, I bought this bike. Really wanted to get a Harley because I've had Honda, I've had Yamaha, and I thought, you know what, let's see what I can get in a Harley. And they gave me two options, a 2013 Sportster and a 2017 Sportster. And I think the difference monthly was going to be like $15. So I went with the 2017. Fast forward a couple of years. I'm out of my job at the time. I'm traveling. I decide, hey, let's put this thing up for sale. And it stays on Facebook Marketplace on and off for a good 2 years. So I did the best I could to try to sell it, but I always managed to make the payment. Now you might ask, Jim, you were making the payment. Why get rid of the bike? Well, because I'm thinking forward. And also, the bike was worth $8,000, according to Blue Book. I had it up for sale for $7,000. I almost got my asking price, real close. So you do the math. Now, while I was at the Harley-Davidson shop, I got there early. And of course I go inside, who's not going to look at the eye candy in there, right? Well, check out this beauty. Yeah, that's my dream bike. That's a 2016 Harley Deluxe. Two-tone, teal and white. The only thing it's missing is a windscreen, saddlebags, and a backrest for the passenger. But here's the deal. When my wife rides, she doesn't use the backrest. She holds on to me. I'm okay with that. I'm not a commuter anymore, so it doesn't necessarily need the back saddlebags, but aftermarket's a great thing. And the windscreen is then the only thing left that needs to go on it, and it's perfect. Oh, and the gentleman at the Harley shop by the name of Scooter, one of the salesmen, he jokingly said, "You want to take that money you just got from your bike and put it down on that Deluxe?" And I was like, no. But and you know why I was able to do that? Because I made up my mind. I'm moving forward. I'm not going to get... some people would look at that and go, oh my goodness, it must be a God thing. I'm getting one bike and here's my dream bike. Nope, not going to do it. Now, I want to talk about something that's controversial to some people, but I don't care. I don't like controversy, but I'm okay with what I believe. And if it goes against what other people believe, that's okay. I respect your beliefs, you'll respect mine. There's a gentleman by the name of Dave Ramsey. I'm sure many of you have heard of him. I don't agree with everything he teaches, but I agree with most of it. And here's my philosophy on that. The man's a millionaire. He's teaching other people how to make money and get out of debt and become millionaires. He's forgotten more than I will probably ever know. So I'm not going to argue with him. I'm going to be humble and accept the teaching that he teaches. Now, one of the things he teaches is extremely brilliant in my mind. The average car payment in this country right now is $534 a month. So if you use a simple math situation of $500 a month and you pay $500 a month for a car for 30 years, that's 360 months, which comes out to $180,000. You better have been driving a Rolls Royce, or, well, maybe I'm over, but it better have been a really nice car. 15 of them if you do it every 2 years. Now, the other option, which I have chosen to do, is to have a beater car. I have a 2002 Ford Expedition. It needs repair every now and then. But, for instance, we just paid $1,000 to get the air conditioner fixed about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago now. But you know what $1,000 is? A whole lot less than $180,000. And the car runs. It does its job. It gets me from point A to point B. Do I look like $1 million in it? Yeah, I do, because I am $1 million. So I have a beater car, and I recommend not a beater car. Save $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, even $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 if you've got the money to do it, if you've got the ability to do it. Save that money and buy a 5, 6, 7-year-old car that's in good shape with lower miles. Cars today can go 200, 300, 400,000 miles without it being a problem. So you buy a car with 60, 70, 80,000 miles on it for 10 grand, you're doing great. Then you don't have a $500 a month payment. And guess what you can do with that $500? You can put it into a good growth stock mutual fund and be a millionaire in 30 years. Your choice. And I don't mean that in a snotty way. It is your choice. It is absolutely your choice. And I respect whatever decision you make. I'm just giving you not financial advice. I'm not a financial counselor. I'm simply telling you what I'm doing. As the unemployed entrepreneur, I'm moving forward. I'm looking forward. It's time to get rid of all the peripheral, extemporaneous stuff in my life so that I can move forward and do what God wants me to do. So have you ever tried to sell a vehicle which you owed on still, in other words, had a lien, and the state you lived in holds on to your title? Now, Missouri allows you to keep your title. Arkansas sends the title to the loan company. So in this particular situation, I had a bike with a lien still on it, a loan that I still had to pay off. The buyer, understandably, was a little concerned. Hey, you're asking, $7,000 for it. I made you a close offer. You still owe this amount on it. I'm really not comfortable in giving you, $2, $3, however many $1,000 to go and pay that off to have you, I guess, and here's the thing, there are so many little cogs in this wheel. He'd have to give me the money. I'd have to go to the bank and deposit it. Now it's cash, so it would be readily available. I could then go to the website and make the payment. And then you got to wait 10 to 14 days for the title to get sent to me, which I would then sign and then hand over to him. And then hopefully get the rest of my money and hope he doesn't change his mind. I mean, there's so much there. And I understood my buyer being a little hesitant. So we did a little searching trying to figure this out. And it was disheartening to call harley-davidson Credit, which is called Eagle Mark, and to have them say, well, you got to pay the loan off first. Okay, but you're not hearing my question. No, well, you got to pay the loan off first. Well, you got to pay the loan off first. Well, you got to pay the loan off first. I mean, that's all banks say. Because you know why? Because they want you to finance. Listen, I made the mention about Dave Ramsey a minute or so ago. Look, these people, these banks, and I'm going off on a tangent here. I know this. This is the preacher man in me. These banks are on a mission. They want you to finance. Why do they want you to finance? Because it makes them money. It doesn't help you financially. Oh, it helps you get a nice vehicle now. In other words, let's sacrifice the future for the present. It helps you now, but it doesn't help you in the future. It doesn't help you in the long run. And that's what I'm trying to instill in you at the moment. I'm coming down now. So we went to the Harley-Davidson shop thinking we were going to go one route. We ended up not being able to go that route. You know why? Because we weren't financing. But they're great guys over there at Toadsuck Harley-Davidson over there in Conway. I'll put a link to their website in the description because they deserve it. They did a great job. They were very, very kind to us. We didn't pay them anything, yet they still helped us, allowed us to use their offices, gave us the necessary forms, printed them out for us so that we could have a bill of sale and change the title to. Here's what happened. The gentleman who was buying my bike actually paid the balance of my loan with his checking account. on the phone, gave all the information, secure. It was all safe. That was all safe. Before we did that, we talked to the title department and got the address to where they would send the title once it was paid off to him. In other words, to my buyer. Because what would normally happen, it's an automated system. The bill gets paid because I'm the owner. The title would have automatically been sent to me. I mentioned that a moment ago. We changed it so it would automatically be sent to him. He then, after all that was said and done, we got confirmation. He then gave me the balance of the price that we'd agreed on, and everything was fantastic. Now, the reason I even wanted to talk about this is because of what I just mentioned a moment ago. The system that we deal with, the banks, they're not out to help us. They're out to hurt us. They are out to make money on their own. And I just wanted to tell you that there is a way to get through this. If you've ever tried to sell a vehicle, now I may not know something. Maybe you guys know something, because here was my thought process yesterday. We're not the only ones who ever tried to buy and or sell a vehicle that still had a balance on it. There's got to be a method for being able to do this. With this particular bank, there was no such method. We just had to fight our way through the bureaucracy on the phone and finally get to a person in the title department who said, "Oh yeah, we can do this." Really? You're awesome. Robin at Eagle Mark, you're awesome. You helped us. Everybody else, very disappointed. So if you've ever had a problem selling a vehicle or wanting to buy a vehicle because that vehicle still had a loan on it and you were concerned, hey, put a comment, talk to me below. Tell me how it worked out. Or perhaps you're going through it right now and you need somebody to walk you through it. I'm here I'd love to help you. Like I said, I'm no expert. I'm no financial counselor. But if you need somebody to, forgive the expression, hold your hand, hey, I'd love to help. That's what I'm here for. So that's what happened to me yesterday. That's what I went through. How was your day? I'm very sad. Thanks again for watching. I am Jim Ellis, the Unemployed Entrepreneur. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please do so today and share the video. Make some comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this. You guys have a wonderful day. See you next time. But this could make me very happy. Maybe someday.